I'm a Guy Ritchie fan, so pretty much everything he's done since the Lock Stock days I've seen, and he never disappoints. This one I was particularly interested in seeing because it had a couple of guys I really like, namely Henry Cavill and Alan Ritchson, who respectively, Senior Witcher and hopefully Highlander soon, and then of course Reacher himself. Um, Great cast all around, which we'll get into a little bit later in this review. But the big thing here is that if you're a Guy Ritchie fan, then you're going to be pleased with this film. It wasn't the best film he's ever done, but I did enjoy it. And today we're going to be talking all the things. It's not going to be spoiler free, so if you haven't seen it, make sure to go watch it first. But if you have seen it, come back. Welcome aboard. Chris and I just got done watching this. I was very, very pleased. So the general idea here is that this is loosely based around some historical figures, and the premise is that these were the original, like this is the original sort of like secret agents who inspired Ian Fleming to create James Bond, which would then go on to inspire things like Mission Impossible, so on and so forth. So the entire movie is about this caper that these guys have to pull off, which is basically facing the Nazis, and it's about overcoming impossible odds with a crew of guys and girls who are talented at what they do and have various tool sets and come together to pull off something that no one thought would be possible. And everything you've known and loved from previous Guy Ritchie films in terms of quick, snappy dialogue and repartee between the party members, that's all here. Great dark humor. Chris was laughing probably the first third of the film. There's a lot of, lighthearted banter before they get into the heavy stuff. Don't expect any serious threats to the heroes in this one. That would be the one critique, is that the heroes never really feel like they're truly under threat because they're just mowing down Nazis left and right. This is literally just meant to be an action film where the good guys win. And I don't think there was ever a moment in the film where I went, "Oh, the bad guys are gonna get the upper hand." It was always like you could just feel that the good guys are gonna win, and then sure enough, they do. So if there was one critique I could give, it would be that it felt a little too easy for our heroes to win the day. But at the same time, that doesn't take away from the entertainment factor. It just takes away from the originality factor. This is definitely a tropey film, but it's still just damn good fun. And the cast in particular, I'm going to have to go look at the wiki here because there's a lot of people in this movie. We got Henry Cavill as the main character, Eiza González as Marjorie Stewart, and Alan Ritchson as Anders Larson. These were all real-life characters. Alex Pettyfer as Jeffrey Applewhite. He was a real character. Henry Golding as Freddy Alvarez. I believe he was made up. And then Hero Fiennes Tiffin plays Henry Hayes, who was a real character. Babs, I'm going to butcher his name, Babs Alston-Makan as Richard Herron. By the way, love his work. Not only, I know a lot of people are familiar with him from the first Dune movie. I'm familiar with him from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Or Star Trek, is it Strange New Worlds? It's Strange New Worlds because he plays the Doctor. Really great actor. I almost said Star Trek Discovery, but it's not Discovery. It's Strange New Worlds. He has done great stuff. Till Schweiger as Heinrich Lurr, the bad, evil Nazi, and he did a great job. He always does a good job playing bad guys. Roy Kinnear showing up in heavy makeup as Winston Churchill. I recognized him immediately, though, through all the makeup, and I was like, this is Rory. I think the first thing I ever saw him on was a Black Mirror episode that I can remember. And then he did, what was it? He played, I'm going to go look this up. He played Frankenstein somewhere in something that I really appreciate. Penny Dreadful, that's what it was. Penny Dreadful. He played the doctor in Frankenstein, which was really cool. And Freddie Fox as Ian Fleming. So we have quite a few historical figures in this film. Obviously, a fictionalized account. This is based on a book by Damien Lewis called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare: How Churchill's Secret Warriors Set Europe Ablaze and Gave Birth to Modern Black Ops in 2015. Really good movie in terms of sheer entertainment factor. Like I said, my only nitpick would just be the fact that the heroes never feel threatened, and some of the action sequences, as cool as they were, it felt a little excessive sometimes, the amount of gunfire they were able to get away with without ever getting discovered. And of course, they're using silenced weapons and everything. But the cast of crew they gave to this film, and I think everyone was playing a very campy version of their characters, especially. See, quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Eiza González, because this shot where she's blowing smoke from the pistol, she does that in the film, and it was exceptionally well done when it happened, but it also felt incredibly over the top when it did. And Henry Cavill is constantly like just making faces as he kills Nazis. Him with a bow, especially having seen him recently in Reacher. This was just a sheer pleasure to see Alan Ritchson getting to stretch his legs a little bit, because he basically was I don't want to say an unknown, but a very, working actor. He was a working actor, and it took him 20 plus years in the industry until he got Reacher. And since Reacher, he's been able to get out and finally start to do some breakout roles. And these two guys together, the opening sequence when they're on the boat and they're pretending like these gay fishermen who are just drunk against the Nazis. It was incredibly well done. It was just great laughter during that scene. So really cool stuff. The plot is not difficult to follow. They go off on a mission that's completely black ops. If they get caught by the Nazis, they're going to be tortured and killed. If they get caught by the British Navy, they're going to get arrested and thrown into court-martialed. And the premise here is that they've got to get these supplies that are being shipped to the U-boats, because they need to break the U-boat blockade so that the Americans can join the theater of war in World War II and help, kick the Nazis' ass. So we do get some typical tropey, the admiral found out about this secret mission, he's pissed and he wants, he hates Churchill and wants to arrest these guys for doing something off the books. And it's all there. But like I said, just fun movie all around. This is a popcorn film, not something that you're going to be, writing home about per se. I don't think it's had a critically, hugely successful run. I know some people have talked about whether or not they're going to be doing it a sequel or not. I'm looking here. It says the budget was $60 million, and so far it's only cleared $24.1 million as of this recording, which doesn't bode well for a sequel. But as a one-off Guy Ritchie film, I think that this was fun. Like I said, it's definitely not my favorite one that he's done. I think most recently I really liked The Gentleman, which I think was the one he did right before this one. I'm checking here. He's got other projects in the works too. I'm reading the Gentleman was 2019. I guess he also did The Wrath of Man, which I haven't seen yet. Looks like a couple of things I gotta go watch that I haven't seen yet. Anyway, this was fun. Highly recommend it if you just want a popcorn film that's got all your traditional Guy Ritchie stuff, and of course Henry Cavill, Ritchson. I'm always happy for more of these two guys. Period. So I'm on board. Can't wait to see what's next. Let me know your thoughts on this film in the comments below, everybody. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next one.